everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I just thought I'd do something a little more casual, just like a little get ready with me, maybe a bit of chit chat in there, depending how talkative I'm feeling. Yeah, just thought I'd keep it really casual and just take you step by step to what I do on an everyday basis. I mean, my foundation and that stays the same. It's normally my eyes that I change around just depending on what I'm feeling. So yeah, I'm just going to get straight into it. Okay, so I sort of zoomed in a bit closer and just unattractively clipped my hair up. But to begin with, I don't really prime, so on a day-to-day basis, I normally forget. So I'm just going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me. This is my tan shade, although I do need to fake tan a little bit more. Got a bit patchy. So I just take that on my damp Real Technique sponge. And I feel like I need a lot of coverage. Like, my face is obviously a lot lighter than my body. So I feel like I need more coverage sort of to build that colour up and make it not look patchy. I know it probably looks really dark compared to my face, but I promise you it does match. So I just tap that in all over. I love this foundation because obviously I'm oily, so it really does help to keep the oils away as much as possible. And I love, it's not, I mean, I know it says matte, but it doesn't look completely matte. It only looks completely matte once I've put powder on. So if you do want that like natural skin-like finish, this is really good. So I'm just going to be putting that all over. I find it really hard to talk and apply makeup. Like, I've never thought about it before, but since doing YouTube I've actually found it really hard. So yeah, if I waffle, I apologise. I find I look really aggressive when I look back at the footage of me putting this on, like foundation. I look like I'm slapping my face, I promise you I'm not. I think it just looks more aggressive than it is. You also just want to make sure that you take it down the neck. That sounded really weird then. Down the neck, and then probably a little bit on your ears, because I don't fake tan my ears. A bit weird. So yeah, just do it like that. Also, if I keep looking that way, it's because my mirror's there and I need to see what I'm doing, because we're not doing the no mirror challenge today. That would definitely be a hot mess. Okay, so there is the foundation done. I'm now going to use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. Now, I bought this when I was in Florida and I actually got the shade Light Warm, which is, when I'm pale, it's too dark for me. So this is sort of like my tanned concealer, if you will, although it's still like one of the lightest ones because I'm a pale mofo. So I just pop that under the eyes. And what I love about this concealer, it's really lightweight. So it gives you coverage, but it's not heavy. I mean, I get really bad creases under my eyes, no matter what I do. I just get really bad creases, so this sort of helps to minimise how bad they look. So once I've put that on, I just take my Real Technique sponge again and just tap that out. And also take a little bit on my eyelids as well, sort of like a primer for my shadow that I'm going to use. I swear, who needs to go to the gym when you do makeup? Literally my arms kill after doing this. Because the #1 rule in makeup is blend, so that's a good arm workout if you ever need one. So now that's done, I then take my Laura Mercier translucent powder. Now, I am running really low on this and I just don't want to buy it again. It's just so expensive, but it is so good if you're oily. It is so good. So I just tap out the creases under my eyes, take a little bit of that on my damp sponge and then just set right underneath. And I find that that helps, obviously, to just keep the creases at bay. Put a little bit on my eyelids because it's a really smooth powder, so it's great before putting shadow on. It just helps to make them blend more easily. Take a little bit more and put it on my nose, because that's where I find that makeup doesn't stay very well. It always comes off my nose, so I make sure to set it really good there. So for the rest of my face, I just use my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in translucent. I actually can't talk. Like, what is wrong with me? In translucent, and use the e.l.f. complexion brush, which is just a bog standard brush that I got when I went to Florida. I swear, I got these brushes for like $1, $2, $3, and they are so good. They've literally lasted so well, and they don't shed. Hate you when you're like doing your makeup and then you get like a brush hair. It's like, ew. So yeah, I just lightly dust that everywhere else. And then next I do my brows. So for my brows, I always use the same product. It's the L'Oreal Brow Artist Genius. This is just so good. I'm not gonna do my brows in depth because that's long. So I'm just gonna do them off camera quickly. time I don't even think my brows are related. Yeah, after that I'm just taking my Rimmel Brow This Way. This is such a cheap brow gel and it really is so good. You know, I hate it when you have brow gels and they leave like a white cast or they go crusty. Like, nah, no one wants that. So yeah, this one is really good and I literally think it's like $3.99 or something like that. So that is a definite, you need this. Okay, so next I'm going to do a bit of contouring and I'm not sure whether this video would have gone up yet, but I'm using the W7 Geo blusher for my contouring and this is the shiz. Literally, it's so good and it was $1.25. You can't argue with that, like you literally can't argue with that. So look at, can you see how pigmented? No, actually, I don't think you can see. It's so pigmented, so I just go in very light-handedly and just bronze. I don't really contour, I'm not really a contouring gal, but bronzing, yeah. I want to look like I've been on holiday. Even though the weather today, it was like torrential rain. Like, I've been to Florida and a few times and I've been in some hell of a thunderstorms, but that rain today almost got washed away. Don't know if you can see that. It's pretty good. And it also stays on really well. Like, I find where I have oily skin, my face just eats makeup. Like, I'll go out full beat in the morning and come back and it's all gone. So this literally stays on. It's so good. So I just sort of pop that on the cheeks. Then I'm just going to hit the temples as well, just to even that out. I've got some really dry patches on my head at the moment. It's so weird. It's literally just clinging, like it clings to the makeup. So if you see I'm a bit patchy, it's because I'm a bit dry right now. Oh, that's gone so patchy on my head where I'm dry. That's so annoying. Bear with, bear with. I think I can deal with that. And then I'm also going to take the blusher from this palette. Why did I just close it? I'm going to use it again. It's got a really nice sheen to it and I'm just going to pop that on my cheeks. I don't really use blush all the time, but when it's summery I just think it adds another dimension to your face. It just makes you look so much more girly and glowy. So hit the cheeks with that. And then obviously you've got to hit up with a bit of highlight. So I'm using my Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in Apricot. And I just sort of swirl it around a little bit, pick up a bit of everything. And then just hit cheekbones. Ooh. Normally I go under with a cream because I find that powder stays on, like highlight especially, stays on so much better and looks so much more blinding when you've got a cream underneath. But I couldn't be bothered. I'm just being honest, couldn't be bothered. Your girl wants to glow. Hit the nose. And a cupid bow. And then whatever's left I just pat on my forehead. So you look real glowy. Okay, let me just check the face. Looking good. I don't know what I want to do for my eyes. Let me just have a look through my palettes. I really want to use my Morphe 35p. It's so beautiful. But I'm filming another video, so I don't know how to keep it natural. I don't know. I'm still going to use it, but I'm just going to use the more brown shades and like on this side. So okay, so I'm just using my trusty Anastasia brush with the fluffy side and then the like compact slimmer side. This is literally the only brush I have. Now I love makeup and I've got one eyeshadow blending brush. I'm so tight when it comes to brushes. I just don't want to spend money on them. So yeah, I'm just going to zoom you in so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we're up close and personal. I'm just going to take a neutral shade. I'm not going to go in too much detail as to what I'm doing. So I think I might keep it simple. Maybe a bit of glitter, not glitter, but like a shimmery shade on the lid, and then just keep it simple in the crease. I actually found that I look so sloppy when I'm applying eyeshadow, but really I'm just blending really quickly. Taking a darker brown, not too dark, and then just popping that in the outer corner and then just blending that through. Same on the other side. Most of the time when I do my makeup I'm just winging it, like I really am. Oh, got hair. away. There we go. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm just winging it really. I just do what I fancy. And I mean, most of the time I go for neutral looks because, I mean, it just goes with everything. Like, you don't have to think too much about it. If you change your outfit, it's not a problem. So yeah, I do love bright colours though. Like, I can wear bright colours all day, every day. It doesn't bother me. But neutral's just, it's just my fave. Okay, I'm taking a darker brown, putting that in the outer corner. I'm actually going to take the flat side of the brush and pick that dark brown up. And then just really pack it in that corner. You can see. As I said, the #1 rule of makeup is to blend. Also, don't pick up too much. Like, you can always add, but you can't take away. So it's better to go in lighter and then build up the colour rather than go in full whammy and messing it up. Taking a little bit of black and then popping that in the very outer edge. And then again on the other side. And then just blend again. Now, where I've got small eyes, I don't really tend to go underneath, like on my lower lash line, unless I'm doing a smoky look. So I'm not going to do that today. But yeah, that's just my little tip that I use, is because I've got smaller eyes, I just don't go on the lower lash line. Okay, so for my lid colour, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in this little pot. I picked this up when I was in Florida and it's in the shade Ice Latte. It is stunning, so pretty. I find they're really good when you pick them up on your finger because the oils on your finger pick up the pigment more. So I'm just going to pop that. Can you see that? So good, and it was so cheap. I don't know if we sell these in the UK. I have a feeling we don't because I haven't seen them, at least at my like Superdrug. Which is annoying because I'd love to get like a berry shade in this. That would be so good for like autumn or winter. I'm just going to grab my brush again, my Anastasia one. And then I'm just going to blend just above to make sure it's not on my crease. Yep, so there's the eye look. Coming a bit closer, I don't know whether you can see or whether it's blurry, but there is the look. So yeah, I'm just going to pick up my liner if I can find it. Okay, so I'm using the L'Oreal Super Liner Perfect Slim in black. Now I'm going to have to lean over to my mirror for this, I'm sorry. But I'm just going to do like a thin line. Well, I say thin, it depends how it turns out really. Just going to do a line all across. Or the faces I pull when I'm doing liner, I'm like. And then just a little baby wing. So I'm just going to do the same on the other side. So we've got the liner on, and now I'm going to use the Maybelline It's so frustrating when I sit down to film and I can't talk. The Maybelline New York I'm just going to start this again. So the mascara that I'm using is the Maybelline New York Lash Sensational in Intense Black. This one, cult favourite. Late to the bandwagon as usual, and then I'm just going to coat my lashes. I tend to do like 3 or 4 coats on my eyelashes because that's how I roll. We've got the lashes on. Now I never wear false lashes. Where I've got hooded eyes, it just does not work for me, so I just stick with using really good mascaras. The next thing is a little bit of inner corner highlight, and then I'm using MAC Nylon. This is just so good. If you're going to get any MAC shadow, this one is the most versatile. You can use it as a highlight, inner corner highlight, all on the lid, good to go. It's just so universal. So if you're going to splurge on any MAC eyeshadow, do this one. Or a good brown, Okay, so now that's on. Now on to the lips. Okay, so I'm just going to take one of my faves. It's Nude Embrace by Maybelline. It's one of their matte ones. This is so good and it's real cheap, so I don't even lip line. I just go straight in. So this is the final look. This is sort of my everyday sort of thing. I don't really do this for school. This is sort of just if I'm going shopping, maybe to work. And yeah, it's just sort of like a easy glam, I suppose. A little bit of a neutral eye, a little bit of wing, you know what I mean? So yeah, I really like filming these videos. I want to do like a bright purple makeup tutorial, so I might do one of those. Yeah, I'm going to do one of those. But yeah, thank you for visiting. don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It means the world to me. I'm really loving doing this. This is one of my favourite things to do now. Filming, playing with makeup, editing, I'm actually loving it. So it would mean a lot if you'd come and support. Yeah, so I hope to see you again next time.